Get the score with INC Sports, presented by Fort Wayne Kia.
Congratulations to the Carroll Chargers as they celebrate their second straight baseball state championship today. Last night, the Chargers got off to a slow start in the first against Cathedral's ace Dylan Peters, but that didn't last long as they got 3 runs in the second. Cathedral did try and make a comeback in the 5th and 6th, but their 3 runs weren't enough. Carroll wins 5-3, but when it was just a 1-run lead, the team had no doubt they could win.
I still felt very confident with Gavin on the mound, and I knew we'd make some plays. And when we got that little insurance run there in the bottom of the 6th, I felt like that was the game, and our confidence was high, and we were going to finish it off.
I mean, we're not cocky, but I mean, we know how to win, and I just have confidence in Gavin Downs. He's a really good pitcher. He gets ground balls. We get out of innings.
I just know that someone behind me will step up. If I can't do it, someone else will, and we did it with the bat, so that was a great feeling right there, and it was really nice going into the 7th inning with two runs cushion.
Well, the night wasn't quite over for the team as they made the drive all the way back to Carroll Fieldhouse for a pep rally. Originally planned to be at 2 a.m., but the team didn't make it back until 2:30. INC was the only local station to cover the welcome home, and there were plenty of people that stayed up to share the celebration. The team was tired, but still very happy.
Still feels great. Feels just like we won it again, all over again. I mean, the emotions are still running. I mean, it's just an unbelievable feeling. 2 years in a row.
It was a good win, and getting a back-to-back state championship for not only Carroll but Fort Wayne, and that's 3 in a row for Fort Wayne. It's pretty big.
Winning 2 back-to-back, it really hasn't hit us yet, but I'm sure tomorrow when we wake up, it'll hit us straight in the face. Like, we just won 2 state championships, and it feels great.
So congratulations to Carroll for winning 2 in a row, first 4A school to do that in IHSAA history. Well, Rory McIlroy has been on a mission the entire U.S. Open, breaking his fair share of records. McIlroy coming into the day with an 8-shot lead, so second place Y.E. Yang would have to play his best to keep up. On the par 3 10th hole, Y.E. trying to make a run at McIlroy with a nice shot here on the 10th. Gets it close to the cup. Can't ask for a better shot than that, except for maybe McIlroy's shot coming up. Y.E. would be 6 under and tied for 3rd on the day. But all Rory, all day long, all tournament. This one on the first hole, his second shot, places it beautifully on the green. He'd put that putt in for birdie. Then on the par 3 10th tee, where Y.E. looked like he had a pretty good shot. Everyone thought this one was in the water, including Rory, but not the case. Lands on the high side and gets the backspin. Get the ball to trickle all the way down close to the cup, and that was just how the tournament went for Rory McIlroy. All him. The final walk down the 18th, the crowd cheering him on. He would put in for par on the 18th right there to wrap up a 68-round, second year in a row the U.S. Open goes to an Irishman. McIlroy wins his first major championship and is the youngest player to win a U.S. Open since Bobby Jones did it in 1923.
But just to sit here, knowing that I've just won that trophy, you know, following in the footsteps of my, one of my best friends, Graham McDowell, last year at Pebble, it's a great feeling, and to get my first major championship out of the way quite early on in my career, especially after what's happened, the last couple of months, it feels great.
McIlroy ended up winning, by the way, today by 8 strokes over Jason Day. Well, the Tin Caps look to end their first half on a winning note. 3rd inning, Connor Powers drills one to the left field gap. Runners on their horses trying to get around to score. It'd be a bases clearing double as Fort Wayne opens up a 4-0 lead just like that. But they weren't finished. 2 batters later, Oscar Garcia, a single. As a shortstop out of place there, Christian Lara out of position. A run will score. That's Powers coming around from second to make it 5-0. As the Caps take it 5-0, they finished the first half 30-39. Well, the Reds were at home again today for interleague action with the Blue Jays. Bronson Arroyo on the bump, working well today with that high leg kick. He had 5 strikeouts on the day. Toronto up 1 in the 6th right here until Miguel Cairo goes deep to left field. That's good for a 2-run shot, and that ends the 16-inning drought for the Reds as they win 2-1. Now to the Sprint Cup Series, where they're at Michigan International today. Kurt Busch had the pole for the 3rd straight week in a row. Early on, the 8th lap, that's Jimmy Johnson being spun out. He was okay, stayed off the wall, but finished in 27th, and later Dale Jr. getting up into the wall with only 10 laps to go. But here is the race out of the pits with 8 laps to go. Denny Hamlin, though, gets out first, and that's about all he needed for the 8-lap shootout. He takes the checkered flag for his very first win this season. And Carl Edwards finished in 5th and extends his cup lead to 20. And finally, IndyCar up in the Milwaukee Mile. Once again, after skipping last year, Dario Franchitti on the pole. It was a race, though, filled with caution flags, and this one caused by rookie Alex Lloyd getting into the marbles and then goes up into the wall and collecting Sebastian Saavedra right there. And Dario Franchitti would go on to win that. And he is now tied for first in the points. Once again, congrats to Carroll Baseball, and happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. We'll be right back.